Hi, this is Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot, and welcome to Coffee and Cards. Today we are using the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. So we will set those cards there, and those are the cards we're going to be using for the reading today. We ask as you join to please like, subscribe, and comment below the video. We are going to be doing a free reading giveaway, so please comment below any of my videos to be in the drawing for the free video or free readings. We're going to give 2 away on February 4th. We'll do the drawing on the channel, so please partake in commenting and being entered in our drawing. We're giving a couple away, so we'll just see what the daily energy is, and then we will pull some free oracle cards. So we'd like to thank everyone that joins us today. Celia and I are always happy to share our gift, and we're going to get settled in here for a second, and then we'll get started. So this is just a general energy reading for today. Today is January 18th, where I am. So it's for basically the next 24 hours or so, or whenever you're seeing this. Please just take what resonates and leave the rest. It can be one line or the entire reading. The first card out is the 6th chakra, which is Archangel Metatron. I do have my Metatron cards here, so we will get a guidance card at the end of the reading from Archangel Metatron. So that is the 6th chakra. I know last night in the twin flame reading, there was a lot of 6th and 7th chakra, even throat chakra cards. So I feel like it's definitely a leveling up period right now. I know Dave and I have definitely been working on having a higher vibration and things really changing perspectives a little bit. So we'll look at the next card. She says that, 6th chakra card is the 40 card, which is, for, and I feel like it's about gaining stability as you're being connected to your third eye. And if you're having a little bit of problem with that, call in Archangel Metatron for guidance. He is always, available for assistance at any time. So any other messages for the energy today? I feel like the Angel of Strength, which I know, and that's a 50 card. So the 5, and then that's very amplified number, which I feel is about change. So I feel like a lot of changes coming, and then we get the Angel of Love on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like maybe that change is coming through opening your heart chakra is going to really give you availability to have access to your third eye and be able to use that energy much more clearly. Maybe to give a new perspective. Dave and I were talking this morning about, looking at things from a different perspective. Sometimes it's good to ask for a neutral perspective. Good morning, Miss Vic. How are you doing? You're just going to get a little bit of cards to clarify. The 6th chakra card of Archangel Metatron and the Angel of Strength. So I know it's definitely a week of transformation. Celia's been telling Dave and I. So big things coming this week. And she's like, make sure you're really working on that self-love and spending time honoring yourself. We heard that's one of the number one things you can do. Said, here we go. The current energy is the Emperor. Are you being in your masculine energy? Are you finding balance between your masculine and your feminine? I feel like, Jesus, we're going to keep going and see. The helping energy is the Five of Cups. And sometimes the Five of Cups is about letting go of things from the past that, she's looking at that go down. But as she's looking at that, she still has one in her hand, and that's her own cup. So you definitely have to know that even if things are leaving your life, you still have your own cup, and like in there, the cup she's holding or the bowl is very full. So I feel like that's saying and that's about change. So I feel like change is coming by you filling your own cup up. The blocking energy, the Lover's card. Are you just focused on coming together with that person? And then she says, you have 4, 5, 6 now that has come out in a row, which is about progressive change moving forward. Do you have set thoughts and ideas about the divine sacred masculine? Do you feel like he's playing you? Because I see the chess piece there, and she really called my attention to that. Do you feel like in the past the divine masculine has been playing games with you? And the root of the situation is because it's caused you a lot of confusion. So maybe you're not is this my person? Is this not my person? If this was my person, wouldn't I really, why would they treat me that way? And sometimes it's because we have stepped into that masculine energy. So it causes them to do some escaping. So she says, definitely take time this week to balance, your connection. I see, the third chakra and the strength card there, and having the angel of strength there saying to work on that balance of taming that strength, of knowing when to use that masculine and knowing when to pull that masculine energy back. Because part of the twin flame journey as well is coming into balance with yourself, your own masculine and feminine. The skills required for this journey is love. Are you sharing your love? Are you sharing your love with everyone? Are you, in the twin flame reading last night, it was, inviting you to, straighten someone else's crown, lift them up, say something really good and positive to them today, this week, actually. So he says this week, the challenge was to do a little something every day to work on raising somebody else up, because as you raise somebody else up, that also raises, the overall vibration, which in turn raises you up. So, and that energy always finds a way of circling back around. The hidden factors is the 10 of cups, which is, what? In the end, it's all going to work out. That's pretty good. We have the Lovers, the Emperor, the 2 of cups, the 10 of cups. So there is a lot of potential energy coming. Are you open to the change of that happy energy? Are you ready for a dramatic change from this 2 of swords and 5 of cups to the 2 of cups and the 10 of cups? Are you ready for a dramatic change? Are you ready? Are you ready to be happy? The the action forward is the devil. And I feel like that is looking at your toxic thoughts. That as you kind of get in this Two of Swords energy, kind of takes you off the train. We've had the train reference a couple of times. Something about the train is coming. So don't let your negative mindset. If you're having a negative thought, switch it around. We are going to post. Celia has given me a little tip that we gave a little tidbit of it last night, or we actually gave it to somebody last night. Miss Vic, are you still here? So he says, "Are you here? Did you try our little eye thing? Just wanted to know how did it do for you? The eye focusing." She's like, "How to do?" Dave said it worked so well for him that he actually did it 4 different times yesterday while he was at work. So we are going to make a little video and post that little focusing technique because we find it very valuable. It is a way we use to focus. So we're always up for sharing. And the outcome card is the Strength card. So we get the Angel of Strength and the Strength card. So, and, in that card, she's definitely in the process of transformation, which I feel is really happening, of going, and truly the only card that can really overcome the devil is the Strength card. So, do you have the strength to refocus your thoughts and let go of a toxic thought and to refocus into the positive things you want to create? She said, "Are you meditating?" We've been asking everybody the last couple of days, "Are you meditating? Are you working on your healing journey? Are you taking time to reflect on that inner work?" Because the Tower's coming, and it's really seeing, have you been doing the work? Are you being, in your bubble? Are you grounded? Are you having boundaries? Are you ready for this new part of the journey? Because we feel, overall, we're going to really, the point of it is, and like literally, she said at first, just start with the top and the bottom and side to side with no stop points, and just literally takes practice. It literally does. It shows us how weak our eyes are. We have we were wanting to try to figure out how to do a virtual thing through YouTube and Meta on virtual reality recording. So we got an Oculus, and through the virtual reality, like you have to see in the full spectrum of things. So, so that's why, so you, like when we do that, Dave said it gave him that feeling too, of that when we're doing the, because we do a meditation on the Oculus sometimes. So, so it kind of gives that. We are going to do that recording after we do this today, and put it out there, because it's about focus. Because honestly, if you're focused on doing that task and really giving it your full attention, your overall vibration has to rise. Just because when you really focus on something, everything, it rises. Yeah, so we're going to post that video when we're done. She said we're going to get an Archangel Metatron card. So we feel like we have the Fool on one side, the Angel of Love on the other, and the Angel of Strength, and the Strength card is the outcome. So we feel like there is a brand new opportunity to really develop your third eye skills. And you're going to do that more as you meditate and open your heart chakra. You have to, she's like, really got to work on that heart chakra. So we're working on ours every day too. Me and Dave have definitely been doing it. So we're getting guidance from Archangel Metatron. We get the Indigo card, which is the mystery and mastery of life, which we get this sometimes because, things come around in a spiral, and as things happen and you work on it and you gain mastery of it, you know what, the universe kind of spirals back around. So it makes sure you've done the work and learned the lesson, and are working on the balance of duality. I feel like that is the mastery right now. Are you being balanced in your energy? Are you being balanced? And she's saying a really great way to know that is, how are you feeling in your sacral chakra? She says take some time, meditate, and really connect to your sacral chakra, and see how secure you're feeling there. Um, and maybe do some stuff for your sacral chakra. She's saying, some yoga or some like stretching, some stuff to intentionally loosen up your sacral chakra. Some meditation of thinking of orange and flowing energy is really good. But she said it's definitely about balancing your energy. And, we manifest through our sacral chakra. That is where we manifest. So that is a really good message. We are going to post the focusing video. As soon as I'm done, I'll just record it and then post it. I hope everyone is doing great today. Hi, Alex. No problem about it. We gave a little teaser last night on a little technique we did about focusing. It takes some effort and some practice. And I honestly say I use the technique when I'm before I come to do my show. I literally do that right before. So it's a way for me to help lessen my resistance. That really helps me bring Celia in. So because when you're focused on doing the task, honestly, you can focus. If you're really focused on doing that task, it's a way of kind of reprogramming your brain to really focus. Dave sometimes gets into that fight or flight mode, and he said he did it 4 times yesterday to help kind of relieve his energy. So we are excited to share that. We'll be posting it this afternoon. Eliza, we're going to say, make sure you're grounding. That was one of the really strong messages yesterday. We got in like the twin flame and the morning message was both really a strong message about doing grounding, because unless you're very, your root chakra is very secure, your energy can't go up. So you have to do the grounding. So like do grounding meditation is really good. Celia's always about, grounding. We were a little late today because she had me. We went and meditated and got some messages. Did some hot tub time. So got me in alignment. Got me some messages. So speaking of third eye, Beatrice, can we get a card for you? Celia says. And here she says we're going to give okay, we're going to give it. She says just go ahead and we're going to give at least the first step of it. So we're going to have we're going to just talk everybody through it. We're going to ask everybody to close one eye. I'm not going to do it because, I'm the one on the camera. So close one eye, and then we want you to look up and down 10 times. And just really take a moment and look up and down. All the way top and bottom. It is a little more work than you might think. And then now the second part, we're actually going to look left to right, all the way one side to the other. And we're going to do 10 of those with one eye closed. Okay, how do you feel? Do you feel any different at all? Were you able to focus and get through the whole 10 with one eye shut? So you're very curious to see. This technique works for us, so she told me I should share it. I just recently shared it with Dave, so now I'm sharing it with everybody else. I found I had one eye weaker than the other when I do it. But I know I do both eyes, but each time you do it, it gets easier. Yeah. So the next, yes, it makes you really focus and be in the now because you have to really focus on the now. So it like if you're in fight or flight, you're like not if you have any anxiety going on. That is like a super good technique to kind of pull you right back in the now because you have to really focus. Um, as you get a little better with doing it, practice, like a week of doing it. Then start putting some stop points in the middle so you make sure you're focusing all the way up and all the way down. And then another progression after that, she's like, we're just going to tell the whole thing. We do circles right and then circles left. The same thing. Sometimes we go through them all. Sometimes we just do part of them. But through doing those, it's kind of a very good focusing thing. And if you're really focused on doing them and counting them and being in the now, it's such like a grounding effect, she says. So we invite everybody to try it a little bit, see how it does. YouTube's want me to have more comments on my videos. So please, drop in the comments below the video after you do it a day or two and just come back and let us know if it affected you, if it's really easy, if it's getting easier, and if it's making you more focused. Like I said, Dave said he did it like 4 times yesterday. So he said it really, made him come into the now because you have to really be focused on what you're doing. And, if you're honestly really focused on doing something, that's like through meditation, when you clear your mind, that's just clearing your mind, to allow those messages to come through. But sometimes it's difficult to clear our mind that way. So she's like, this works for us. I mean, literally, I do it. I normally do my eyeliner, and when I do, I can normally feel my right eye is not as plump as my left eye. So initially, that's kind of why we started doing it, because it felt like this eye maybe just wasn't as full. So we started doing the exercises and noticed a big change. So yeah. We are glad it helped, Kaysen. Yeah. Good luck on the studying. We know you're doing well. So you says you can be really focused. But like, if you're ever having anxiety, try that, she said. Would you like a card before you go? She said. Would you like a card? Okay. So we were just pulling general advice for today. We're using these energy cards. Have Hi, Amy. Welcome to the channel. My guide Celia just kind of calls who she wants to have a conversation with. We felt like you had a message. The bottom of the deck is the world. So I feel like there's about to be a big change coming. I feel like when all the planets go direct, it's really going to move some energy forward. The cards that came out are a healer of the ages. So I feel like that's about, finding a modality that helps you find balance and grounding, and doing some meditation, and maybe do some energy, work, and know that, through the energy in your heart, you can really manifest something really good. You get the blossoming abundance card next, the third eye chakra, and the action card. So I feel like the action is really. She said, "Did you write that other story that we were talking about doing?" And no, because through the power of connecting your head and your third eye chakra, you can really write and manifest any story. And she's saying that's like really the action of connecting, to do that, to really change and make this really beautiful, beautiful story come around that we know you desire. Because are you reading it? So he says, are you reading it daily? Are you kind of focusing on it from a place of your heart? Make sure you're really pulling your energy to your heart and really focusing that energy in your heart space. Hi, Daisy May. How are you doing? Any word on Daisy? So you asked. As my throat feels tight, she's saying probably not. Not yet. Amy, where do you live? Celia's curious because you said about the weather. I just felt like there would have been no contact because it just felt like constricted. So she was basically saying no contact. And I felt like not yet. You've been getting a ton of rain. I know California really, really, really needed the rain. I think the rain's about to change. I watch a guy on YouTube and he's been talking about it, and he was saying next week there was going to be a little bit of a change. It had kind of been a flat jet stream, which just kept really like bringing all that rain in. But he was saying it should be a little bit of a change, and so I think after like a week or so, Amy, you should be seeing some change. That's what Celia's saying. So Amy, we'll get a card for you. I know my sisters live in California, so I know they've been getting a ton. One of my sisters actually posted they finally just got snow the other day. We get the fifth chakra card, Archangel Gabriel, and the victory card. And then the bottom of the deck is patience. So it's a very cleansing and healing time. I feel like it's going to end soon. She just says it's patience. Sometimes, I know when it rains here, sometimes a lot of rain, everybody stays inside. And sometimes everybody needs to kind of stay inside and stay a little bit more to themselves. So maybe that's what's going on, a little bit of cleansing of energy, a little bit of separation of energy. I feel like a little bit of time of purification. Yeah. Yeah, I was asking for you. Like for that whole West Coast area, is definitely, I feel, in dire need of some rain. I know I was in California earlier, or last year, and definitely deficient in rain. And a lot of people have asked for it because we get the Archangel Michael card and the Archangel Gabriel card, saying a lot of people have like prayed and asked for it. So a lot of people are, when you get a lot of people that are focusing on one thing, you kind of can get a lot of it. So, but Celia's saying after like a week, the weather should get a little bit better, a little drier. Well, yes, Miss Daisy May, you should have. Celia says, of course, you should have trusted your intuition. Turn my heater down a little bit. I like having my window open, but then I get cold. So, Eliza, Celia asked, are there some things that you do like about where you're staying currently? She's like, can you tell me 5 things you like about where you're staying? And Daisy May, we're going to get a card for you, Celia says, while Eliza's working on her, what do I do with the car? What does Daisy May do with the car? So you gave me the reference of like the little angel on one shoulder and the little devil on the one shoulder. Are you having a little bit of that going on, Daisy May? I feel like you're getting a lot of messages because there's the 7th chakra, and then we get the magician in the mirror. So she said you will know what that message means. Magician in the mirror. Some things are best hidden in plain sight. But I feel like you're definitely getting a lot of messages. We're gonna ask you, are you meditating? But she's like, I am gonna post a video. I was just explaining a little technique Celia's showed me to kind of bring me in the now, and it's a technique I actually use right before I come on to help bring Celia really and ground her in. So I'm gonna post a video of it as soon as I'm done with coffee and cards. I'll record it. It just takes a few minutes to go over the technique, and it's a very grounding technique. So please do not spam my chat. You will be put in timeout. We find that very disrespectful to everyone that is present. Thank you. That is not a way to get Celia to answer you, I promise. Kind of makes her where I can't even see. So, Eliza, so he's going to ask you again. She wants you to write 5 things, only positive things, because here's the door to value. By writing only the positive things, the universe is going to bring you more of that for you focusing on the positive. If you focus on any of the negative with that, it's going to bring more of that negative towards wherever you're going. Yeah, she's like, even if it's not the greatest thing, there has to be a few positive things. It served you well for this time that you've been there. You're in every place for a reason. Sit and meditate and ask, why am I in this place? Why is this where I have been planted right now, to do some work? Sometimes, you're put in a really bad place because you have a good energy, and by you being there, it makes the overall energy of that area better because your light is there. Does that make you feel a little bit different about where you are? That you are where you're at because your light is so powerful that it literally raises the vibration of the entire area where you are, that you don't even realize. It's an energetic thing. All light workers do this. So if you're put in a place that you think, why would I have manifested this place? A lot of times, Dave and I go to different places. He has perks of travel through work, which make it easy. But we go to different places and we camp and different things because we're meant to leave our energy signatures where we go. And the same goes for you. When we're walking, sometimes I just, especially when Dave and I go walk on the beach, we ground our energy there. We kiss there. We feel, in our hearts there. We leave our energy signature where you go. There's nobody else with an energy signature like you. You have a very unique, special signature. And sometimes it needs to be, grounded in a certain area. So until you really, do the work of really grounding it and really anchoring your light there, sometimes it makes it harder to move. So you're saying. As you, she's like, really appreciate where you're at, and know that your light matters greatly. Yeah, everything for a reason. Like, you have a magnificent light, and as you ground that energy, like every day, as take a walk, even if it's just a few steps outside, and ground your energy into Gaia, the planet. Give her your love. Say, I wish to ground my energy here, and as you ground your energy here, it kind of just anchors your energy to shine your light a little brighter as you have the intention every day to do it. We invite everyone to do that. We are all light workers. We are all working on, ascending the planet, getting to a higher vibration, a happier, more peaceful, loving place. And we do that by, healing the heart and focusing on the love and shining your light. All you have to do, Eliza, is have the intention. You can be on the grass, or you can be 100 feet up in the air in a building. All you have to do is have the intention. I wish to release and transmute any negative energy that doesn't serve me. Release it, transmute it, and ground it into Gaia to be transmuted. Ask source to transmute it. Say I do that on a regular basis. I ground my energy. I release and transmute any energy that no longer serves me. I send it light and love and send it back to source, to be transmuted and returned to the universe as pure light and love. It can be as simple or as, intricate as you want to say it. I ground my energy and I release what no longer serves me. All you have to say. Simple. Yeah. But if you really focus on the things that are good where you're at, and only like write a list of like take time to pen to paper, write a list of only positive things. Say it before you write it. If it has anything but a feeling of love in your heart, don't write it down. The part about you couldn't move, I would not include that on my paper because you are right where you are meant to be. And you want to know when you're meant to do something else and be somewhere else? Because you'll be there. It'll be easy. Everything, when it's time, it's easy. If you're trying to do something and it's not being easy, it's because you have something still to do there that, it's not the time. She's like, it's not the time, When it's the right time, it'll be so easy and it'll be magical. And like, we feel like it's going to go really well. But she says, make sure while you're there, you're really grounding your energy. Because maybe that's why we're talking about it today. So you have a little bit of time before you leave to thank that place where you've been for, all the growth that you've had while you're there. And take some time to reflect where you've come spiritually from where you started, when you moved there to where you are now. How, the growth that's, happened because you've been there. And that will make the new place so much better by really focusing on the best of where you're at and sending it love and moving with a place of love in your heart, to know that everything happens in the right time. She's like, you're so blessed. It's going to be so good. But the higher vibration you go into that with, the higher overall the whole situation will be. Miss Vic, can we get some cards for you? So he says, we are just doing, yes, everything in like the right time, for sure. Like, had I went on the date with Dave the first time we were going to go on the date, I would have probably it would have been a one-time thing and done. The conversation we had in the following week changed everything when we met. It was all literally about the timing. So guidance for Miss Vic. She said that one wants to come out. She was like, stop. And apparently that is the one, the angel of balance. And then the sixth chakra, that one's come out so much already today. That was in the general. So I feel like there is a lot coming in. I know I already meditated today, and my third eye is so open. So, and you get the angel of balance. So, make sure you're being grounded and balanced. And the thing earlier was about, being balanced in your masculine and feminine. Because the initial energy was the masculine, the emperor. So, really being in that masculine. So, she's like, self-care today. Self-care. That's where all that came around to. Self-care, she's saying, Miss Vic. Spend a little time loving on yourself. Yeah. Do something just for you, something that makes you happy. Yeah. Oh, I love that. It's one of my favorite things. Dave and I got the most amazing massage when we went to Sedona. We got a couples massage. It was with CBD, and I actually, the lady that was doing my massage, I'm like, do you do energy stuff? And she's like, oh, I'm a Reiki master. And then we were talking because I have some therapy background, and she actually also does cranial sacral because she's an occupational therapist, which is, and I wanted to do some cranial sacral. So during our massage, we got Reiki and I got cranial sacral. Dave got some good Reiki. It was the most amazing experience to have it integrated with the massage. So if you can ever do that, we recommend it. If where you're going, they do some Reiki, get it. Don't be afraid to ask, like I could feel the hands. Like when we were going back, Celia said she had magic hands. And then as she's doing it, I'm like, do you do energy stuff? And she's like, oh yeah, I'm a Reiki master. And I'm like, well, of course, and that was totally something that I really wanted. So we are encouraging you to do that, Miss Vic. And she says, keep trying the, yeah, so make sure, especially with massage, you're drinking extra water. We've already been pushing the extra water. Yeah, that angel balance card again. Oh, because if you've been having a hard time, you get the envy card. But a lot of times when I get this card, I think of you've been in a really dark time and you're getting ready to walk through that door. And I feel like that door is next week. So, and that's going to take you to the temple path, which I feel like the massage is going to do your body so much wonders. Yeah. Yeah. I bet the person doing your massage does some kind of energy work. That is Celia's projection. See, let me know. She's like, let us know. Comment below. And have that expectation that when you walk in, say, this person has magical hands. Have that expectation when you're going in. That's my expectation when I get one. But literally, when we were walking back with the lady, that's what Celia told me. She's got magic hands. And that's why I told her, oh, I heard you have magic hands. And she kind of laughed and we kind of went on. And then, and then I asked her later on about halfway through. So, yeah. Don't be afraid to ask. So, Divine Cancer, can we get a card for you? Celia says, oh, you're going to do your eye thing before you go. Celia says, she's like, do it a couple of times a day. She thinks it can, like, it really brings you in the now. She's like so excited that we're sharing it now. We didn't even know it was, we were just doing it, but now it's show and tell time. Okay. So, we are going to see who's here. Please comment to let us know you're still here. Yeah, we've been really working on the self-care this week. Normally, sometimes we don't always go out first thing and do the hot tubbing, but so you said do that this morning before I came and did coffee and cards, so we didn't do it till 10 because she's like, go meditate. So we oblige. You are very welcome. Have a blessed day. And know that like it's next week is going to be like, she's like, the energy is going to be like so moving forward. It's going to be phenomenal. Hi, Pooja. How are you doing? I am doing very well. We're having tea today. So he says, would you like a card? We've just been kind of pulling cards and whatever. You can still listen to it. And we gave a little focusing tidbit in there, and we're actually going to post it because we are excited to share with everybody. You get the journey card, Pooja, in the bottom of the deck is the Angel of Love. So I feel like this is all part of your journey. Open up to the wonderment of it. Yeah. And we have been feeling that next week, she's like really been pushing self-care this week and loving on yourself. So make sure you're feeling your self-love and loving on yourself, because we feel like next week is really going to be like next level on our journey on the spiritual path. So make sure you're meditating. That's like been the message for almost everybody. Make sure you're meditating. We were asking Dave the very same thing. And grounding, spend some time grounding, because where you are is, helping the planet evolve too. We are working on going from, 3D to 5D, which is a more light and love place, a more, the place that's definitely coming from the heart. Awesome. We love the meditating part, and make sure you're grounding your energy, Celia says, into the planet, because where we are all located is very strategically placed. We're all put in different places so we can shine our light and light the grid up. Yes, every day is like super important. The more you meditate, at least 15 minutes a day. Sometimes I go meditate with Celia. We'll hang out and I'll ask her a question. Then I kind of meditate to get a message. Because you can't have the question and the answer at the same time. So I kind of ask a question, then I meditate and I get an answer. And we kind of have our conversations for me like that. We want to remind everybody we are doing a free reading giveaway. If you comment below a video, you get entered into the free drawing. We're doing the drawing on February 4th. So please make sure you like the video and then comment below to be entered. Every comment on a video from yesterday forward, because it shows we'll get a entry into the free readings. We're giving 2 of them away. So oh, that's really good about meditating with a group. We should do that once in a while. We should do that once a month. We should do that once a month, Celia says. Maybe we'll put a thing up. We'll put a poll up or something. So anyone that's here, please drop a comment in the chat so we can get a card for you. And to be entered for the free drawing, you have to just comment below. We're going to do it old fashioned. We're going to put all the names in a bowl, and I'm going to draw one out. Farah, yes, you can ask a question, but we're just using the energy cards today. So, and we're kind of getting whatever message Celia wants, but you can ask. Normally she tries to make it work. And we ask everyone to please like and subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. Farah, can I get a card for me and my person on my mind? Yes. Several Several messages. You must have a really strong connection with the person because you get the third eye chakra, which is Archangel Metatron. You get the card of adjacent possibilities. Sometimes we do not get to be in control of how things happen. Then you have the contract cards. So you have a definite contract with your person that you're thinking about. Then we get the seventh chakra, which is Archangel Uriel, and then the Sun card. And the bottom of the deck is the thinking woman. Woo! Celia says you are very, you have some kind of soul contract with that person. It's going to really take you to a very higher elevated place. The sun, sometimes we don't get to be in control. So, yeah. Farah, how's your past relationships gone? Has there been a little anxiety over it with a little bit of attachment? I feel like the overthinking card here, the thinking woman, reminds me of the Eight of Swords. And, that reminds me of the Eight of Swords too. Anxiety, attachment, but there's a card of victory right there. And the journey card is underneath that. So I feel like there's going to be quite a journey with this person. It might not go exactly at the speed or sometimes in a twin flame relationship, there's a little bit of a runner chaser thing. And just know that when one door closes, another one opens, or a window opens, or another opportunity. So sometimes you just have to be open to what source wants to bring you in the right time. I feel like you're definitely getting some messages. If you can spend some time outside, I feel like you're probably going to get a lot of downloads. I feel like you're probably having telepathic communication. With that third eye and the third eye and the crown chakra both there. And the adjacent possibilities is, do you realize you can send messages that way? You can bring your hand to your heart and you can pull all your energy to your heart and you can think about the things that you both love about that person. And then it sends that energy to them. It's a very good possibility being you found my channel because I am a twin flame and I am in union, and I did a twin flame reading last night. And we always feel that it's about balancing your, masculine and feminine. Honestly, once I really stepped into my mission on my spiritual path, I brought my twin flame relationship together, like mind-blowingly fast. Is what Celia's saying. So are you working on your spiritual path, Farah? Are you working on some healing? Celia says, we do a class on Chiron. She finds Chiron to be a very important part on your birth chart. So she's like, we're actually putting a class together. We did one. We're going to do another one about where your Chiron is. It's your wounded healer. It's one of the aspects you have to heal, while you're here. Yeah, very likely. Honestly, here's the best advice I can give you if you're in the dark night of the soul. Work on your self-love. Do self-care. Work on your self-love. Listen to affirmations about self-love. And like the more you love yourself, the easier the dark night gets. I promise. If that's one piece of advice I could give, that would be it. Work on your self-love. Because as you do that, you raise your overall vibration and stop the downward spiral of the whole situation. Well, we encourage a lot of that. Celia is very prominent about promoting self-care and self-love, because to truly bring in all the stuff you want, you have to, find a way to, um, oh yeah, I totally was. I was a complete people pleaser. But then you get a couple more cards, Ferret. You get the woman holding a heart. So as you find your love of yourself, because that key is within you right there. That girl has the key to the gate right there. The garden and the gate. She has the key around her neck, and you have that key right there. That key is your self-love. And we're going to invite you when we do the Chiron class to join us, because the man holding the heart's waiting kind of over here in, the background, waiting on you to do some healing. People reflect to us how we feel about ourselves. So if you are having low self-worth, other people are going to have a less value of you. So as you have more self-love, the more that comes towards you. Honestly, Dave didn't used to open my car door, and I've really been working on my self-worth. So now when we go anywhere, Dave always opens my door. It's a new level of him treating me with respect, because I know my self-worth. Even though we have this great relationship, that just kind of elevated it to a new little bit of a level because of me knowing my self-worth. So honestly, to get your person truly into union, self-love is like the key. Sometimes things happen like that, so you work on a period. I think we're going to do it maybe like the middle of February. Celia wants me to get it posted by the 1st of February. So probably by February 1st, we're going to post the class. But Farah, we're going to invite you. Do you have you looked at your birth chart? Where is your Chiron? Chiron is the symbol. It gives us a lot of clues on what we need to heal, what we're bringing in for past lives. Honestly, my Chiron is, third house, which is about, a lot of different things, but one of them is my communication, third house Gemini. So we invite you to, look at your birth chart. You have to have the time you were born. But we find it super informative and a great place to start. And like I said, we're going to do another class on it. So, but self-love is our guidance of the day. What house is that in for you? Oh, I'm very interested. I don't know if it's on in Vedic astrology, but like hold your chart in Western. It's like super oh, and your second house is about what we value, because it's normally ruled by Taurus, and the retrograde makes it a more internal aspect of it. And Cancer is about the mother. Do you have any planets also in that house? Yeah, that Cancer energy, because Cancer normally rules the fourth house, which is mother. And Taurus is the value of that. Mine is second house as well, and I know Mine's in my second house, but it's in Aquarius. So like that matters. So like the natural rulers of like, for me, it's the things of Aquarius. So for you, it's the natural rulers, you know. Taurus is about your stability. But Farrah, we're going to invite you to the Chiron class. We're going to post it. We are also going to invite you to the Facebook group we have. The link is in the description box and it's on the banner. Celia says a good mantra for that is she was just doing the best. Oh, awesome. You're already a member. Great. Because we definitely are going to post a discount in the Facebook group for the Chiron class. Apparently we're going to do that. So you just said. So let me write that down. Because honestly, after I'm done like with this, like a lot of times everything is, you know, Celia's gone, so most of it's gone. So we have a conversation and then I don't get back to you, it's because honestly, time has moved on and when Celia's here, I'm really in the now. So sometimes I am slow on responding, and if so, I greatly apologize. But sometimes I have to go back and watch things to figure out where I am with things. So where I am, it is 11:11. But we feel like the Chiron is like very a deep, you know. So he says that is always, you know, the key. She says that if you can heal your Chiron, you know, that can really progress everything forward for you. So that's why we're using our voice. That's part of our Chiron. So Bobby, we'll get your question next. Then we'll get you the doll face diva. Bobby, I feel like the first card was like super good. So he's like so good. So we're gonna look and see. Oh, happy family. And then healer of the ages, and then walking away. Sometimes we have to walk away to truly step into our power. Apparently, yeah. Yes. You may have to walk away from something. Sometimes when you walk away from something, it's a blessing. And sometimes it's just the energetic walking away and healing energy, you know, walking away from some pain sometimes. So you said she would definitely, you have the message. So she said, we don't need to go further. She said, you got that. So oh, 11th house of Virgo. 11th house, I believe, is about your friends in your community, and Virgo is about the day-to-day. So how is your day-to-day relationships in like school? Oh yeah, I do it on, you know. Well, Casey, you know what you do now? I'm your friend. Look, you have a friend. I'm your friend. So he says, you know, you can email us and we will respond. So, and welcome to the Soul Tribe. We, you know, you're in the group now. So, if you are ever in need of a little, pick me up, there is a, chat there. You can always reach out in the group. And somebody will send you a message that, so all around the world now you have some friends. Yes, Celia is definitely your friend, but all around the world now you have some friends because we have viewers from all around the world. So if you're ever in need of, anything, reach out in the group. Somebody will respond. We are all about lifting each other up. So, the Dollface Diva, Celia asked, are you still here? Because we had said you were going to be next. So we are, she said, do you have a question or what can we do for you? She's like, what can we do for you? And Kaysen, we have a new mantra Celia wants you to say. I have many friends all around the world. Because now you do. So she wants you to say that, as a mantra, and you will be surprised at the change of the new friends you will have all around the world. Okay, we will get for you, Dollface Diva. So yeah, she's like, so just, put that out there, only the positive stuff. So you have many friends. You are welcome. She's always, we're always up for giving some advice. I tell Dave all the time, she's my Abraham. Truly. The bottom of the deck is a contract. So if you have any legal stuff going on, we feel like that's going to go definitely in your favor. Do you have a legal situation going on? You get the card of deceit. So, definitely some shady stuff. That's why she's like, hold on. She's like, ask first. We get the card of deceit, and then you get the card of action, and then you get the card of victory. Are you wanting to move? Are you trying to get out of your lease? If you're trying to get out of it, because of that, what kind of shady stuff is going on? We would want him to address it and make sure that it's being, yeah, I would. Because that feels like you get the deceit card, and then this feels like, sometimes Scorpio is, somebody's not always speaking the absolute truth. So she's saying could be being a little deceptive, we see the hands down here, a little underhanded. You can start there, but if you don't feel it's getting resolved in the right way, I'm the kind of girl that likes to go straight to the top. So, but I always give it, the initial person the chance initially. So I would talk to her and see. You do have a contract. If you want to move and get out of it, I feel like you can. Because you have the adjacent possibilities and the, doors to romance, which is, if you get that feeling, the next action should be go ahead and go all the way to the top. She said, that was your guidance. She said, that's your gut feeling. I hear definitely shady. Yes, shady. Yes, trust your intuition 1,000%. Yes, for sure. You are very welcome. Yeah. When that deceit card came out, we're like, hold on, what's going on? What kind of contract thing happening? You are very welcome. Hi, Beverly. Are you new here? So you asked my guide. If so, she'd like to know where you're from. Well, thank you for joining us. Celia's my guide. She has some messages. Well, welcome. We just pull oracle cards for coffee and cards. So, do you have a question or just general? We're just using the energy oracle cards today. So you said she posted your question. She's like, look up. It's up there. So I'm like, okay. Cayenne's current feelings towards me. Okay. Okay, the underlying energy is the thinking man. And the first card you get out is the storm warning card. I feel like that's saying a big change is coming. And we've been talking about the energy. Excuse me. Mercury is stationing direct. I believe it's today. It's been retrograde. For the next 3 months, everything forward motion. Uranus goes on the 22nd, I believe, between 22nd, 23rd, goes direct. It's been, I think since May or June, it's been retrograde. So, in Taurus, so we are ready for some forward action of everything. Yes, Mercury retrograde ends today. And then Uranus ends on the 21st, 22nd, depending on where you're at. So then on the 23rd, everything is direct until April 20th. So, hallelujah. The next card is appreciation. And then the 6th chakra. Beverly, do you feel like you could be a twin flame? We're just asking because I'm normally a twin flame reader, and I feel like this is separation energy, like feminine energy, masculine energy, like okay. we feel like this year, I am in union with my twin flame, that this year a lot of twins are going to come into union. We feel like this cycle is really changing. So we're actually going to invite you. Do you meditate? Because I feel like Archangel Metatron is trying to connect with you. I feel like he's definitely very connected to the twin flames. I actually have, the Archangel Metatron deck right there. Which Celia says we're going to get you a card. We just do whatever she says. Honestly, she is to be in charge. How is your self-love and your like self-care going? Like we've been really encouraging everybody this week to, step up your grounding. Well, the underlying energy is the as above, so below card. So if you are, in the twin flame union, if you're not together in the 3D, know that you are together in the 5D. So just know that connection is there, and you can connect to that energy by really doing some meditating and really working on that connection. You can ask, your higher self to talk to his higher self. And I really learned that as I stepped into working on my spiritual path, like union was so instantaneous for me. I got some cards for guidance for you, and we get the void. And so he's asking, do you know when he has his energy focused on you, can you feel it? You can feel like the actual difference of him. Like when somebody has their, love focused on you, you can feel that energy, right? Do you know that even if he's in no contact with you, that you're still giving him those little blips of energy? So I know it's so contradictory, but we are going to actually invite you to pull that energy back from having the feeling of missing him. Yeah, because he likes getting energy from you. He's like an energy little vampire. He's getting free energy from you without having to do anything. So we're asking you to put a boundary up. And we're also inviting you to look at where your Chiron is, because the Chiron's right there, the key, which we teach a class on Chiron. My guide Celia feels like Chiron is super important to look and see. Where is your Chiron in your birth chart? Look at what house it is, what sign it's in. But we're actually in the middle of February going to do a class on it. And then we get the last card is family, which is circle of life. So I would look at where your family patterns are as far as relationships go as well. But look where your Chiron is. That's like my guide Celia finds that to be like so key in solving. Like my Chiron is about communication and some other stuff. And Dave, my husband, is about interpersonal relationships. So we are like every day working on our Chirons together. So we find that really to be a key factor in our healing together. But I feel like you're going through this void period. Sometimes we go through a void for an up leveling. So Celia says, take a moment, look where your Chiron is, and your family karma with relationships. Look at like your extended family. How are the relationships with your family members? Where is the pattern with relationships within your family lineage? So that's what Celia, my guide, has for you today. But no, you are connected to this person because as above, so below. And then the card underneath is the orange, which is connection and attunement. So you're definitely connected to that energy of him in the 5D, I feel. So know that things can really change quickly. I would say definitely yes. And as you gain your self-value, it will increase the value he has for you as well. Beverly, I posted a twin flame reading last night. I do them every Tuesday. I post a live and we pull questions for twin flames in that. So we invite you to take a look at that video. And honestly, Celia's, most important message is normally your self-love and, brings you more. Once I decided I deserved more, I got, the most amazing relationship. So we are actually, I think, going to end it today there. We will be back on tomorrow for coffee and cards, and later I am going to post the new focus activity, and we will be posting an ancestor message for individual signs. So everyone have a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Bye.